After a long time, Gerda could walk no more. She knew that she had to rest her tired little legs before going anywhere, so she settled down under a tree. She was most surprised when a merry raven came and hopped towards her.
Caw, caw. Good day,
he said. Gerda was surprised and delighted. She had been feeling very lonely, and the raven looked like a friendly little fellow.
Have you by any chance seen my good friend Kay?
She asked, and told him everything that had happened. She described Kay carefully. The raven closed his eyes and thought about it. Gently told them that they should never raise false hopes without being sure.
You can sleep here for the night,
The prince said.
I'll arrange for a fine horse and carriage to take you to meet your friend.
The princess offered.
And I see that you are badly in need of a pair of shoes. You shall have those too.
Gerda bowed and thanked them for their generosity. The next day, Gerda was dressed in the finest clothes. The princess sent her off in a splendid horse and carriage with a coachman, footman, and outriders. Gerda waved and thanked them both, and the ravens, for everything they'd done for her. The prince and the princess wished her success, and the ravens flew along with her as long as they could manage, then finally bid her farewell.
The prince and princess are sleeping at this late hour.
What am I going to do now?
Well, firstly, you need to ring the bells. Then play the melody that lily flowers love. Try again. Try again.
That must be Kay. We need to wake him up. Oh, I was wrong. It's not Kay.
Who are you?
What happened?
Your Majesty, this girl looks for her sworn brother. He's been missing for days.
Oh, poor girl.
You are probably freezing. Do not worry, we will help you.
Let's get a warm outfit for you. Thank you so much. I feel warmer now.
There is a carriage outside waiting for you. Have a good trip.
Safely to Lapland?
The reindeer nodded and jumped in delight. She didn't waste any time. She threw the door open and lifted Gerda onto the reindeer's back.
Here, have these woolen gloves, for you'll need them.
She said, stuffing a pair of gloves into Gerda's hands.
I want the woolen muff for myself, but these will do for you.
She then untied the rope, and the reindeer bounded out of the room quickly. The reindeer leapt through bushes and crossed the moors fast as he could. Before long, they were in Lapland.
Some pigeons saw Kay. They say that he is in the Snow Queen's palace in Lapland. Lapland? Reindeer, do you know where that is?
Of course. I was born there. I played on the snowy fields when I was young.
Well, little girl, I'm ready to help you, and even lend you my reindeer. But you can't just ride on it. You have to find a rope and a pillow to make a saddle. No, this is not what we need. Oh, there it is. No, this is not what we need. No, this is not what we need. The saddle is ready. Also, don't forget to take a bridle. You found it. Take the woolen boots and mittens. You got it. Now you're ready for the long trip. Hey, little rascal, bring me something to drink. Oops, you can't go until my mom falls asleep.
What shall we do? I must leave quickly.
I believe we could make a sleeping potion.
Great idea, Reindeer. Help me make a sleeping potion. She has fallen asleep.
He went galloping so fast that he couldn't turn back and head over to the Finland woman's house to get Gerda's boots and gloves. The reindeer stopped only when he reached a bush with red berries. There, he set Gerda down and she sped straight towards the Snow Queen's palace. She ran as fast as her legs could carry her. She saw a regiment of snowflakes approaching her from a distance. Gerda was sure that they'd not fallen from the sky because they were lined up outside the palace. The snowflakes came in different, terrifying shapes. Some looked like bears, while some looked like knotted snakes, and still others looked like large porcupines. Gerda was frightened because the snowflakes were alive and ran towards her to attack. She prayed to God and repeated the Lord's Prayer that she'd been taught. It was so cold that she saw wisps of smoke coming out of her mouth. The smoke grew thicker and thicker and took the form of angels. The angels had spears and shields in their hands, and by the time she'd finished saying the prayer, there was a legion of angels all around her. The angels thrust their spears at the snowflakes. The snowflakes shattered into 1,000 pieces. Gerda walked on bravely. The angels patted her gently on the head, and quite miraculously, Gerda found the cold much more bearable.
Hello, travelers. What brings you here?
This girl is looking for her brother. The Snow Queen took him to her palace. We need to find that palace.
Oh, then you need to get to Finnmark. I'll give you the message that you can take to the Finland woman. She lives around that part of town. She will tell you to reach your destination. But what can I use to write the message? I don't have any paper. Excellent. This is what I need. While I'm writing the message, can you help me cook this fish? The fish is cooked.
Gerda sped to the palace. She stared in awe at the Snow Queen's palace because the walls were made of driving snow. The windows and doors were made of cutting winds, and there were hundreds of empty halls. Right in the middle of the biggest hall of snow was a big frozen lake. In the middle of the lake there was an icy throne where the Snow Queen sat when she was home. But thankfully, the Snow Queen had gone off to warm lands to look down into the mouths of 2 volcanoes, Mount Vesuvius and Mount Etna. Gerda was overjoyed to see Kay. He was sitting on the ground playing with some slabs of ice. When the ice slabs lay down on the ice, they formed the exact letters needed for eternity. Kay was now his own master and free to leave the place and go to where he wished. That was not all. He was entitled to a new pair of skates, and the whole world was his, as promised by the Snow Queen.
This is the gateway to the Snow Queen's throne room. Can you please help me to open it? Thank you. Now I need to hide somewhere.
Well, boy, did you manage to assemble the symbol of eternity?
No matter how hard I try, I can't do it.
Well, if you're able to do it, I'll give you the whole world and a new pair of skates. I'll be leaving you for now and fly to warmer places.
All right.
My dear Kay, I finally found you. He doesn't recognize me. What should I do so that he can remember me? think I could sing him my song. The rose in the valley is blooming so sweet, and angels descend there their children to greet.
Gerda, my dear Gerda, where have you been all this time?
Oh, it doesn't matter. We are together again. That's what matters. Now we can go back home.
Oh no, I'm locked inside here. To get out, I need to solve the Snow Queen's puzzle. Can you help us? We need to put together the symbol of eternity. Now we can go home.
Okay, but first I have to help these animals.
Of course, we need to unfreeze them. This is it!
Finally, we can go home.
We need to put together this...